Hey everybody, happy Monday. Welcome back. Today we're just going to introduce our final project, which is what we're going to be working on for the rest of the year. That last week of school, I'll have a couple projects on cloning for those of you that are all the way through, but I kind of assume that a lot of you will need to go back and work on some more stuff. But for now, we're going to be working on our final project. So the idea of the final project is you get to pick basically whatever you want to do. Just whatever you want. So if you want to make like an airplane ticket buying option or a movie theater thing, if you want to make a game, you can make a game. If you want to make like a website for fashion, that'd be great. If you want to do like I really don't know. If you want to do like a makeup website where you can see what the makeup would look like on somebody's face, or I don't know, whatever you want to do. So what I did is like a choose your own adventure. If you saw Bandersnatch on Netflix, I was trying to go for that kind of idea, or just the games that you play where you go through and you end up with different ideas. This is my unfinished little project that I was going to do as my final. And so you click and you have like a little narrator up here, and he tells you what to do. You go to school, and you can either go to school or you can drop out and become a rapper. Most people are going to drop out and become a rapper, and then you go through the scenario. If you go through and you party and you stay at the party, you end up getting murdered by a rival rap group. That's kind of sad. So most of these will end up with you dying. Some of them might end up with you getting educated and going off to school. So you can make something like that if you wanted. That's not, again, you can do whatever you want. This is open-ended. If you need to Google ideas on what to do, you can do that. That's just up there. So what you have today is this nice little paper, which is our final project organizer. So in this, I want you to just be thinking, try to come up with an idea. This you're going to have a couple days on. So today I want you to make sure you have an idea. And so for the next step, we're going to go through, and the first little bit here is just sketching the different screens that you're going to have. So you're going to have a screen where your button's going to be, what's going to happen, and then there are 4 options here. Yours doesn't have to have 4 pages. If it's accomplished in 1 page, that's fine. Last year, somebody made a really nice calculator that they could use for algebra or something. So that could be pretty great. So you can do that. That's the first part. Then we're going to break it down by what you're going to need. And so the first part is the sprites. So we're going to set that up. And then what sprites do you need? If you're doing a game, you might need, the example here is Barry the polar bear. And what's he going to do? Does he have any sounds, and what are his behaviors? So you might have, if you're doing the makeup, you might have that face. The face is a background, and then you might have a sprite that's the eyeshadow. You might have a sprite that's this and that. So for mine, I had my sprites as these little buttons in the corner. I had the narrator, and then I had a background. So these are all my little sprites here. So these are my buttons, my narrator, my background is on the stage, and then I have a few sprites that show up every now and then. This guy didn't really work very well, if I remember right, but so that's what we're going through here. Let's see. And going back to our little paper. So I want you to make sure you go through, get those filled out, figured out what you need. And again, this is going to be a little bit of a long process. So I want you to try to come up with something. Today's idea is just go through, find ideas, and pick one that works for you. And then lastly, what custom blocks do you need? What's going to come up in more than one block that you might need a custom block for? So for example, in mine, I end up clicking these buttons a lot. So I might need a custom block for them to switch rather than trying to figure out just 1,000 things like it looks like I did here. See, I just have 1,000 different things. Maybe a custom block would make that work a little bit better. Okay, so work on that, do your best, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye-bye. Or maybe not bye-bye. I guess it didn't click. Now bye-bye.